Alright, hello Cabbage fans. Today we will be doing a little review and some history on the Sherman M4 A1 tank. I picked this one up from BrickTanks again, and if you go to BrickTanks and use my code in the discount code section, which is code Cabbageface, you'll receive a 5% discount on any set. And I can tell you their service is second to none. So please do check them out. I'll put a link in the description down below, and I'll say use code Cabbageface to get a 5% discount. There's enough of that, let's get into the set, shall we? Right, let's get into the model then itself. It's a very nice looking model, some nice prints on this as usual, no stickers from Cobi, and we have the little, well, he's in the actual kind of commander position up here. So we've got the commander up the top here, because normally the driver and the assistant driver kind of go in these little flaps here. So they usually lift up and they kind of poke their heads out. Usually the assistant's in there because he's assistant driver, sorry, but he would use this machine gun here, which is a .30 caliber normally. So that's that one up there. And then the main turret itself was would fire shells of different sizes. And sometimes on top they'd have a .50 caliber Browning on top, but this model doesn't have that. He just has his little Thompson. We'll have a quick look at the minifigure. There he is. He's got some nice prints on him. He's got his machine gun. Yep, very nice indeed. I'll kind of twist his body around. So I'll pop him back as the commander of the tank. Yeah. The Sherman, interestingly, was a medium tank. So this was generally used by the US forces and the Western forces. And it was named after General William Sherman from the Civil War, not that bloke from American Pie.
The Sherman. Yeah, okay, Sherman.
It was designed in 1940s, and it was reliable and cheap to produce. So it cost about 45 to 65k to produce one of these. In today's money, that's about 610 to 880,000 pounds or dollars. I think it's probably dollars because this is American. So you put that into context, the Abrams tank cost 8.92 million to produce one. So you could get 9 or 10 of these to one of those. Obviously a little bit different in its technology, but it just puts it into perspective the cost difference. You have 5 crew members with a tank like this. So you have the commander on top, you have a gunner, you have a loader, so they would be inside the machine, and then you have a driver and an assistant driver. So 5 crew in this. Now the engine was normally a Continental or a Chrysler, and it could reach about 35 to 48 kilometers an hour dependent on the terrain. Interestingly, I'll put that in miles an hour in a little text box for the people that use miles an hour, which is all us Brits normally. The model itself, fantastic. It was quite tricky to make some parts. This slope part going down here was difficult because you've got to kind of clip this part underneath and hook it in, which is cool. But I like the details of the extra track and a couple of sandbags. That's quite cool. I love the track details. The front tracks come off a little bit. I need to take one of the links out probably, but I love the track details in these. Very nice. And I love how they've managed to capture all the slopes and angles of a Sherman tank, because that's what it was kind of known for. Also known for its speed, of course. It was quite a quick tank back in its day, and it was used a lot in World War II and afterwards, but it excelled in desert warfare because the bigger tanks got stuck in the sand, I'm guessing, and this one could nip around and kind of do what it needs to do. A very iconic tank. I think it's probably one of my favourite tanks from that war, World War II. As I say, I picked this up from BrickTanks. If you use my code, as I said in the start, you get a 5% discount. Do check out this model. It's very, very nice. Let me know what you think of this model yourself in the comments below. And if you obviously, of course, like this video, please drop a like on it. And if you want to see more stuff like this, do sub up and hit that bell. That sounded weird. If you didn't like this video, of course, you can write to Bill Gates, because he will care as much as I do. Take care. Have a great day. Bye now.